What's up, world? Welcome to another edition of the Uprising Podcast. My name is Big Kev. I am your host. Thank you for joining me this evening in another, installment of this whole Travis Scott ordeal. Now, I am just gonna dive right in. All right. There are some videos that I've seen. And let me just be real. I don't have any problem with people's opinion. And I've said this before. I don't have a problem with someone's opinion. What I do have a problem with is people who claim Yah, who claim God, who claim to be religious, who claim that they follow Jesus, X, Y, Z, whatever. I have a problem when they begin to take their religion and they stretch it out of bounds, and they start painting this picture of people that it comes from a place of judgment. 1, 2, it comes from a place of non-experience, and 3, I bet you $1 to a donut that 95, I'll be fair, 95% of people that are making these videos in regards to the Astroworld tragedy, 95% of them, 1, have never had success at the level that Travis Scott has experienced. 2, they've never had popularity at the level that Travis Scott has had. And 3, they've never had financial bliss at the level that this man has had. And lastly, I can bet you another $1 to another donut that the majority of these people that are making these blanket statements that this was a satanic ritual and some type of demonic ordeal and sacrifice have never spoken a crowd, have never spoke to a congregation or a crowd, have never been involved in anything that would even reach the numbers of 50,000 people in one place. So having said that, watching these videos, man, these people that are making these videos has got 50, 70, 80,000, 100,000 subscribers. I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion. But when you take your opinion too far and you start judging folks and you start classifying people as something that you absolutely have no foundational truth to support or substantiate the claim that you're making, you're not in the realm of God no more. You're not in the realm of of what we would suspect Christianity to be, non-judgment. But what really irritates me is that y'all are the most judgmental people on the planet, and it drives me insane. How you can claim God and yet be so judgmental when you have no foundational truth or fact behind anything that you're saying. You basically just talking, and you're making claims as they are being fact when in all truth is just inflated speculation. So I'm going to jump into this video. This guy that I found, I believe his name is JT, and I'm not here to disrespect nobody. So let's go ahead and get that right off gun bust. I'm not here to disrespect, but I am here to check when I know that you in the wrong. And what you're saying is just, there are some things that you said, bro, that I gotta check you. So I'm gonna play this video. Let me get my stuff together. All right, guys. So what I'm about to do is I'm gonna play this video and put my headphones on so we can get into this video. And I'm gonna give some commentary based on some stuff that I'm hearing. And I'm hearing this more so, which saddens me, is the fact that I'm hearing it a lot in the black community. And you would think that after everything that has happened from 2019 to now, you would think that black America would really want to come together when something happens to some of our own, that we would really want to be more in a united front versus a judgmental front, versus calling people out their name, versus trying to say that somebody is a devil worshiper or whatever. I mean, I've even seen comments in the comment section of some of these quote unquote spiritually woke saved folk in their comment section that people are saying, oh, this man is a warlock. He summoned, he sold his soul to the devil knowingly and never mind. I'm gonna stop talking. Let's get into this video.
All right, what's going on, everybody? I want to welcome you back to another Real Talk video. I pray that everybody is doing well and staying safe as we give the Most High Yah all the honor, the glory, and all the praise and worship.
All right, like again,
I was gonna get emails about this.
I'm not gonna disrespect this brother. I'm not gonna call him out of his name, even though he says some extremely foul stuff. And I think that somebody gotta say something, gotta step up and check him. So
blessed day. Travis Scott.
Here we go.
This concert that just happened.
And you an OG too, bro. And what's sad is the fact that you an OG and the stuff that you are saying somewhere I can understand because you old school, you cut from that old school cloth. But that, bro, your mouth, bro, the stuff that you saying, you running amok. Can we say that? You are running amok, B.
See sacrifices. You should see rituals being done. I don't know how many years I've been teaching this on here. There has to be a ritual. Now, if you look real closely, just like me and my little brother just spoke about, he called me and asked me about my thoughts on this, like he was saying. The 8 fires, I don't know if nobody else caught that. How many people they say was dead? 8.
The 8 fires.
8 fires.
All right, guys.
8 people died. Then they came back and said people started
going 8 fires. 8 people died.
Some said they didn't know what was going on.
All right, let me pause right here because y'all know how I do. I don't like to. I'm gonna pause right here at a minute 54 seconds. Okay, so JT immediately starts out by saying, "You must see sacrifices and rituals." In my last video, I specifically said, and you guys, this is common sense, man. Whenever you want to find something or see something, how you view whatever this is, when you search for this, you're going to find it. You're going to have confirmation bias like none other. You ever notice when you want a car, one particular car, you ain't never had this car before, you've never owned this car, but all of a sudden you just get this inkling like, I like this Toyota Camry. Ain't never owned a foreign car in your life, never owned a Japanese made car ever in your life, but you, for some reason now you want this Toyota Camry. You ever notice that every time you pull up to a stop sign, stoplight, every time you turn the corner, every time you go down the street, every time you go downtown, you go wherever, the first thing you see more than anything in the world, you see that Toyota Camry. You ever notice that? You bring into your conscious the fact that you want this. Now you see this, you open up your perspective, and now you're noticing this car everywhere you go. No matter where you turn, you notice this car. Now that this is the hot topic going across all airways, going across almost every platform on YouTube, social media, whatever, your confirmation bias is now at a all-time high because not only has this man heard other people say that there were rituals, that this was a ritual, that there was sacrifices, X, Y, Z. You're going to make your video based off of what you've already heard. And because now you're in this lane and Yah is telling you whatever, now the next thing you just got to keep spitting out anything that you look at in that any video that has anything to do with this. You see 50,000 people standing in one spot. you automatically assume that any light that you see shine, oh, that's the devil. There is a sacrifice. Eight flames. JT, you said there was 8 flames, yet you said, I hope somebody catch this, but you never explained what the 8 flames mean. Never one time in this video does this brother explain what these 8 flames mean. Not one time. Where's the explanation? What are we supposed to catch? Because you're not saying nothing. This is all speculative inflation. You are not saying anything. I hope you catch that. You should break this down. What do the 8 flames mean? And just so you are understood, just so I'm understood, you saying the 8 flames mean 8 people that are sacrificed. This man never sacrificed anybody. 1, 2, 9 people have died, not 8. So that blows your whole 8 people sacrifice out of the. Okay, let's continue.
Text. So I'm saying they didn't know what was going on. Many people got hurt and injured. This is demonic.
It's demonic under
like
what?
I was telling my little brother about the last Jay-Z concert he went to. If you realize what's going on in these concerts, you should see symbols.
What symbols?
You should really see it before you even think about going to the concert. Now, I'm not knocking but what nobody do. What you do is what you do. It's your business. But I'm going to always keep warning people. That's why I don't go to none of this stuff.
So here you go. This is why I don't go. Like I said before, 95, and I'm being generous, 95% of people have no experience. They are just speaking from a space of judgment and speculation. Guys, man, this was a conglomerate of chaos. This was a conglomerate of mismanagement. And this was just a big heaping mess. This has nothing to do with the devil. This has nothing to do with Satanism. This has nothing to do with Luciferianism. Right? Nothing. If we want to talk about rituals, Mr. JT, and again, you guys know I am a God-fearing man. If you take communion, that's a ritual. You are literally taking bread as a substitute or a cracker as a substitute for flesh. You are partaking of my flesh. You are drinking grape juice or whatever if you want the wine, whatever, symbolic of blood. My man, if anything, if you look at anything for face value in accordance to what a ritual is, and then you guys like to go and you like to just you green light what applies to the point that you're trying to make, yet you bypass the obvious, even though you're doing the same thing in a more blunt fashion. That ain't the same thing because you doing it. You are literally drinking symbolic blood. You are literally drinking blood. If anything is satanic, if you want to look at it on the basis of the definition of a ritual or Satanism, wasn't nobody in this concert drinking blood. Wasn't nobody in this concert acting like they was eating somebody's flesh. That's cannibalism. But yet do I understand what this is supposed to represent? Sure. But you can look at this and still be considered even being a Christian or following Yah. That you follow rituals every day. If you clasp your hands together and close your eyes, bow your head and pray, that is a ritual. So this whole idea that these people are in here performing rituals and sacrificing lives. I heard some lady on another one, and I'm going to have to get to her tomorrow. There are 8.5 billion people on this planet. And this woman literally said that these sacrifices were literally a quota. 8 billion people on the planet and only 9 folks is your quota. Oh my, this stuff is getting so far stretched out of hand. It just, I don't know. It is irritating. And this is why people don't want to deal with your Yah. They don't want to deal with your religion. They don't want to deal with your alleged spirituality because you are so off base and judgmental. It's not even funny. There were so many people in that crowd that go to church, that love God. You know, they don't worship the devil or didn't want to be in there and be they weren't going to a sacrifice or partake in this. So people are literally saying this man JT literally said that he sacrificed 8 people, which means Travis Scott had to be in cahoots with, let's just say, 25,000 people to crush these 8 people and kill them so that they could sacrifice so that he can move up. This man is about to be sued by thousands of people. What did he gain from this? Let's continue.
You can see it before it happened. Travis Scott's whole demeanor is demonic.
His whole demeanor is demonic.
That's what a lot of the people say.
You know nothing about this boy.
We was going to get exactly what we wanted out of the concert.
You know nothing about this man. Yeah, he's demonic.
But then
his whole demeanor is demonic. How?
Man, I thought I was in hell at that concert.
I thought I was in hell, right?
I thought I was in hell. When you realize the energy that's pumping, the frequencies. Come on, teach Holy Spirit.
All right, here we go. So at minute 3:06, I have to leave these markers so I know how to edit. I'm raw. I keep it real. I don't care. Okay, so looking at Mr. JT, no disrespect to you, King, but you look like you pushing 230, 230-ish. All right, so you a big boy. So if I was to take you and put you in a room, let's say an elevator, just we all can visually see an elevator, and stuff 50 people in an elevator where its capacity is usually about 15. 10, 15. Let's just keep it, let's not say 50, let's say 30. Let's double it, right? And I put you right bare slap dab in the middle of that elevator. I guarantee you $2 and 2 donuts that you, Mr. JT, would feel like you was in hell too. If you was to be in an outside open air arena with 100,000 people and you were stuck slap dab in the middle of that crowd, I promise you, you're going to feel like you're going to pass out. You're going to feel like you in hell. Why? Because you are in a confined space. You got bodies heat. You got bodies breathing on you. You got heat. You got body heat from other people. Not only that, y'all in Houston, Texas, my man. Houston, Texas. We talking some of the highest levels of humidity in the South. At night, it's still 100 degrees. And you in Houston. Yet because you got 50,000 people in one spot, I felt like I was in hell. Yeah, because it's hot. It's hot, my boy. It is hot. So this little 9-year-old boy that fell off of his father's shoulders, who him and his father went to the concert together, he fell off of his father's shoulders because his dad was overheated because of the crowd, and he passed out. And he passed out because of the heat. People were pressing up on him. It's like there was such a surge in the crowd. If you get 10 people that start pushing, 10 turns to 100, turns to 1,000, turns to 20,000, turns to the whole crowd is now in a frenzy. Yet you felt like you was in hell because there was 8 flames and guys, are we now, we green lighting ignorance? Are we green lighting stupidity? What, have we completely lost touch with what common sense really is? Let's continue.
Music. Behind the scenes, this stuff goes on all the time. You think you just going to a concert.
Behind the scenes. In
reality, what are you really going to?
What's behind the scenes? Again, man, y'all gotta stop with the speculations. You have no idea what goes on behind the scenes. I guarantee you, this brother look like he in a minivan. So I know you ain't holding a bag like that. You not holding the bag like that where you haven't held millions. You haven't earned millions. You haven't held concerts. You haven't executive produced any major shows like this. So what are you talking behind the scenes? This man, you don't have any idea what go on behind the scenes, nor do you know what Travis Scott does with his crew behind the scenes. Let me put this clip in here since everybody says that he don't want to stop. I want to make this video too long. His video is 19 minutes. I'm going to try to stop at 30, but I'm going to put this clip in here where you guys can literally see. This is what people don't want you to see, that this man stopped this show to give somebody some assistance. All right. Insert clip.
The footage they don't want to show.
Somebody help him. Somebody pass out right here. Somebody pass out right here. Hold on, don't touch him, don't touch him. Everybody just back up. Security, somebody help jump in real quick. Keep going. Just somebody jump in. Come on. Security, get it there. Let's get it there. Let's get it there. Let's get it there.
Now, what else is not being understood is that you have Drake at the concert. We are talking one of the hottest rappers in the game, along with Travis Scott. So not only do you have Travis Scott, but you have Drake mixed with 50,000 out of the 50,000. Let's just say 40,000 of them people was under the age of 25. But nonetheless, you have 50,000 people that have been trapped in their house for 2 years due to COVID. You get them outside, and when they come outside, they interact or they see one of their favorite hip hop artists, Drake. Let's forget about Travis Scott. We're talking about Drake is there. So when you see people that are celebrity status out in public with no open air concert festivals, nothing like that, you literally see people lose their mind. And there's no concert to go to. You got these kids we talking a crazy amount of starstruck. Let's look past the music. 2 years trapped in your house, you now free with no mask, and you get to go to a concert with two of the hottest rappers in the game. And you gonna tell me that was demonic? You gonna tell me that right there in and of itself was absolutely demonic? That he was sacrificing people? Bro, you out of pocket. You way out of pocket. Because you have no basis behind what you saying. You just having speculation. So let's continue, because there's something that you said in here that I absolutely cannot let slide.
I keep telling people there's the spirits behind everything that we do in this life. There are spirits behind drinking. There are spirits behind getting high. There are spirits behind the music. This is why the Bible say test the spirits by the Spirit to see if they are of who?
Now, test the spirit by the Spirit to see if they are of God. Yah, whatever you want to say. I can put this symbol right here, this pentagram up right here. You don't have to know God to know what that means. You don't have to test any spirit. If I had a 666 in red blood on a wall with this pentagram and a statue of Baphomet standing out front, you don't have to have gone to church, no Yah, no God, Yahshua, none of that, to know what that means. There are no signs at this concert that 1000% says that Travis Scott, who has a little girl, who has a child, who loves his family, is serving God, is serving the devil, or is sacrificing people, innocent people, fans. Also, that somebody can progress in the music industry where this man is about to lose millions. Where does this make sense, guys? Somebody please help me. I'm serious. I'm just being real. I really want to know. If somebody can please tell me in the comment section, where did he win? Because according to JT, this man just sacrificed these people so he can advance. So I need to know what the advancement is he gonna make. Where's the advancement? Because this brother's about to lose millions of dollars. Let's continue.
Yeah. How can you test these other spirits if
Now I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up a little bit because there's a couple things that he said in here that I don't want to waste time with, because the rhetoric just continues, and like he said, I sound like a broken record. You do, because you just keep continuing saying the same thing that has absolutely no foundational truth behind it. Yet he give Master P props. Now I can rant on that alone for another half hour. But Master P came up in the ghetto and he beatified defiling his own people with poison, drugs, gang violence, this, that, and the third, disrespecting the black queen, if you want to look at it like that. Yet JT says he did what he had to do. He did what he had to do. So why are we green lighting certain things that it's okay with us as far as our moral meter is concerned? But when it's something that goes against what we believe in a religious perspective, all of a sudden that person is a demon. He's a devil. This is what I don't understand, and I need somebody to help me, because it doesn't make sense how you can stand here and literally give Master P props, but because you don't understand this new age of music, all of a sudden these people are devil worshipers and they sacrificing people and they done sold their soul to Satan. It doesn't make any sense to me. It just doesn't. And I need somebody to literally help me break this down, because I'm lost. I'm lost. I don't get it. So somebody help me.
You do not have the Holy Spirit. You have nothing to test it with. I've been saying this stuff. I know sometimes I sound like a broken record. Just last week, me and Didi was having a talk about the tour Master P was doing.
And let me back up here for a second. It says something about Mo 3. I don't have any idea who Mo 3 is, but he said the spirit is these spirits are so strong, life and death is in the tongue. This is true. And he literally predicted his own death. The foolishness behind that statement is so blatant. I had to address this, because yes, it may appear as if he predicted his own death, but when you run around rapping about gunplay, busting your gat, hitting your Draco, busting your Nina, you got gun bars in every song, you literally telling somebody that you're gonna knock their whole head off, that you're gonna split they whatever, you gonna drain they whatever with you bust your shotty, and when they get a nose, whatever. I don't even know how the bars go. But when you literally drop gun bars, this is what you're going to invite. You are literally inviting that type of trouble. My grandma used to say, if you knock on the devil's door, soon enough he gonna answer it. All right, that was an adage. You literally cannot go and knock on the devil's door. All right, it's a play on words. But if you sitting here literally telling people that if you run up on me, I'm gonna do this, I got my whoop-de-whoop, you constantly screaming out Sue whoop and this, that, and the third. Well, people that wear blue, they gonna check your gangster. People that's in your hood that know that you really ain't about that life, they gonna check your gangster. So it's not that you predicting your death, you literally inviting that trouble. And if you really not about that life, somebody gonna check you. Let's continue.
To UGK Bomb being Pimp C. This is another reason why
Okay.
Pimp C is so missed. Because Pimp C, Chad, was exposing.
So anytime somebody gets sacrificed, he claims that somebody is getting sacrificed. It's also somebody can progress or move forward. They have to be sacrificed. And when they say, I thank God, they talking about God or Baphomet. So I'm gonna have to circle back to this. I'm gonna have to circle back because there's one last thing that this man said. There's so much in this video, but I'm already gone over 30 minutes. So let me get to this whole issue where he said that Trayvon Martin, he got on the issue of Trayvon Martin's parents. At 11:30, he's talking about George Floyd. And now he's saying this the stuff that I like. And now he's saying that my people, he's talking about black folk, is now starting to feel kind of stupid about what happened with George Floyd, saying that him and Derek Chauvin knew each other. They had a past, and he nailed down and on his neck. We know the story on 33rd, which is the 33rd degree Mason, right? Let's hear him say. This was a ritual.
Took him down 33rd Street.
Took him down 33rd Street.
What does that 33rd stand for? 33rd degree Mason. Somebody gets sacrificed. Somebody move up the ladder and they kneel down and say, job well done.
33rd Street. Somebody he nailed on his knee, or he nailed on his neck, so somebody could move up the ladder and say, job well done. Derek Chauvin is in prison. Who moved up? This is what I can't stand, is people making up stuff that have no foundational truth. You are literally talking on conspiracy theory. If you want to talk about black folk feeling weird, black folk feeling stupid about what happened with Derek Chauvin and George Floyd, how many black lives is going to be sacrificed at the hands of the Democratic Party just so they can continue to get your vote? Why ain't we talking about that? Why ain't we talking about the seances that they put on the black community, making you believe that they about to give you something, reparations? Wonder why? What happened to that talk? That disappeared. Because they understand how to go through the ritual in the black community to get your vote, to get you to salute them, right? To get you to pledge an allegiance to them. Yet you don't, JT. You don't want to talk about that, my boy. You don't want to talk about that. But everything in the music industry is demonic. But you don't want to say nothing about what the Democratic Party is doing to the black community and what they have been doing for decades. Black Lives Matter, where they at? They went through the ritual through the black community. They did the seance. Right? They fooled you into believing something that you thought you was going to get, and now they disappeared. Now watch this. In 3 more years, they're going to do this ritual again, and they're going to sacrifice more black lives, and y'all not going to catch it. But Mr. JT, I promise you he ain't going to say nothing about it. Let's continue.
What was that police officer doing, kneeling down in that stranger's neck? No, they wasn't strangers to each other. They used to work together, so apparently they knew each other, and they knew each other well. Whether you want to believe that or not, story that never makes sense. Trayvon Martin, George Zimmerman. What's going on?
Here we go. 1208.
Under the table.
This is it.
Why?
Trayvon Martin and George Zimmerman. What's going on with that now? Under the table.
3rd degree Mason.
Trayvon's Martin daddy was a what? A Mason.
Said on a tombstone.
A 33rd degree
That's
Mason.
What Masons say when somebody
job well done.
If somebody goes up the ladder.
Okay.
You can't move up without somebody being killed. Hopefully they let this video go through.
All right, this is where I have to stop my video. I'm not going to continue on, but I have to say this. Mr. JT, I don't know what your name is, bro. I have no idea. You have a large following. If I was Trayvon Martin's father and I saw this video, I wish to God that man saw this and he sued your behind for defamation of character. Because what you literally just said was you literally just said that his father murdered his son so that there somebody could advance. You have absolutely no proof behind what you're saying. 1, 2, you're saying that his mother was also in cahoots and she murdered her son. Do you have any idea of the damage those words have? Do you have any idea of how much pain and trauma their entire family had to go through? So you're literally saying that Trayvon Martin's father was working in a conspiracy-like capacity with George Zimmerman to murder his son? Bro, have you lost your mind? You have literally lost your mind. And you claim Yah? You claim God? You claim that you are discerning the spirit by the spirit, yet you can open your mouth and spew some venom like that they lost a child, bro. What is wrong with you people? At what point did God say that you should do this? At what point did God say that this is okay to spit this type of venom on people? Because you don't agree with their music? Like, yeah, you used to rock that music. And all of a sudden you don't agree with it? So now you're going to say that this man, that this child's parents sacrificed him? And you have no foundational truth or basis behind anything that you're saying. Bro, you just crossed the line. That is called defamation of character. And if something happens to Trayvon Martin's father and he gets a hold of this, which I hope he does, I hope to God that he comes after you and people just like you. Because you can hide under the banner of freedom of speech, but you blatantly just attacked this man. You blatantly just insinuated that he murdered his child. Bro, you didn't. This is not. This is my opinion. I think this is what no. You really just said that this man murdered his child. Pardon my French. I'm not the only one that drops that. So yeah. Since we talking about the demonic spirits, and people literally doing seances and going through rituals. What y'all call this? Now, this is my man Benny Hinn. I think his name is Benny. Watch this. Watch this foolishness. Look at this. Look at this foolishness. Now this man down here rolling around on the ground. This is foolishness. And he probably got 5,000-10,000 people in this stadium in a crusade. Watch this. Get up. Boom. And it's all foolishness. It's foolishness. This ain't the spirit of deceit. I don't work like this. This ain't real. But y'all subscribe to this. Because Yah says you got to discern the spirit with the spirit. This is foolish. Watch this. Boy, this man laughing before he hit the ground. Foolishness. Foolishness. Look at this. Look at this. Look, make sure you don't hit the ground. Put your arms out so somebody can grab you. Hit the ground, falling over. This is foolishness. This is who and ain't nobody hot in here. They going through rituals. They're going through rituals to conjure up a spirit that they can't see. Come on, man. And I believe, and I go to church. I just don't deal with foolishness. Let's try one more. Here go your boy, and he in the black community. How about this? Now this funny. I had to clown on this. Hold on, let me stretch this out.
I thought about it.
Y'all know your boy Joshua Holmes. This Negro look like a demon. Look at this.
Like he's giving you a load or a unction to do something. You only get stress when you handle it according to natural wisdom. The wisdom of God releases rest, not stress. The wisdom of God brings you into the inspiration to do it.
Let me get to the good spot. Somebody told this fool to go repent. Watch this.
Lingering. And I want to say this. You can't do certain stuff when thoughts lingering in your mind.
Look here. He trying to get his composure together. Watch this.
Especially if you
somebody told it. Somebody woe unto you.
Create pleasure for your spouse. You can't do it.
Somebody told this fool to go repent.
You can't.
But he walking around acting like he Jesus in the flesh.
Because all that strength going in the direction of that thought. Like for instance, we got about 5 niggas on my line right now. We gonna get every nigga.
You hear that?
Here. We got one Bethany nigga.
Bethany, look.
We're about to get this other one right here. That look like Sanford and Son.
What kind of Yah do that? What is this? What kind of Yah does that? Watch this. And this is the one that had me crying. This the one that had me crying. Because this is again, man, you cannot pull, you cannot look at the speck in somebody else's eye, yet you got a mote in your own eye. And you trying to call a spade when you a spade too. Look at this. Watch this.
Saints, do y'all hear that? Listen, Saints.
Look, this is his wife in the background. Watch this.
Listen. Do you hear it? Do you hear it? Listen.
Look.
Listen. Listen. Listen.
Yo, let me stop. Oh man, that gets me tickled every time I see that. But look, okay, so I'm done. Okay, look, at the end of the day, this was a tragedy beyond tragedies. All right, there was more than 8 people that lost their life, and there's probably going to be a lot more. Travis Scott did not advance in any sense of the word. He didn't advance in any realm. He didn't advance in anything. This man is losing, and he's losing big. He might not have taken it as serious as he should in the beginning, but there are over 1,000 people that are going to be filing multiple lawsuits against him, and he's losing. He's losing. So to sit here and continue this higher than thou platform to say that everything that does not comport to how you believe in Yah, God, whatever, that is demonic in nature, you're just wrong. And the simple fact, JT, that you even opened your mouth and spewed that kind of venom on Trayvon Martin's family, on his mom, on his dad, the pain that these people went through in front of the entire nation. I don't know if you got kids. I don't know if you have ever lost a child. I don't know. But what I do know is that you are insensitive. What I also know is you do not have the Spirit of God in you if you can open your mouth and spew that kind of venom on another person who lost a child. I can understand. I can't even understand in a car wreck. That's enough. But I get pissed when somebody disrespects my family out in public at the store. I feel like somebody done rip my heart out. If my wife come home and say somebody said something to her, or somebody tried to bully her in the store, or somebody, cussed her out or ran her off the road, I feel like they personally attacked me. But needless to say, having another human being take that level of authority and snuff your child's life away, and you can open your mouth and literally say that this man agreed to sacrifice and murder his child for the advancement of his whatever in the 33rd degree Mason block, bro, you disrespectful. You out of pocket. And I had to call you on that, fam. You out of pocket. And I had to call you out on that. I'm done, guys. I've been on here for 47 minutes. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for checking this out. JT, if you would like to chop it up, I'd love to chop it up with you. But that I had to say something, bro, because you wrong on every level on that. You just wrong, bro. So again, guys, thank you all. Prayers go out to every family that has suffered in this tragedy. Prayers go out to Travis Scott and his family, because I know that they're going through trauma. Everybody that has been affected, that has been touched by this incident, I pray that God has put his hands on you, that there is peace in your life, that there's resolve here, that you get some form of closure, however that may come, man. This is a horrible event. I'm not gonna make too many more videos on this because I'm just tired. But at the end of the day, man, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate y'all. Please slam that like button. Leave a comment down below. If you have anything to say, whether you agree with me or disagree with me, please leave that in the comment box. Comments are open. Just don't be disrespectful to anybody in here. If you believe in God, great. If you don't, that's fine. Please don't be disrespectful, but I need to know. Educate me if I'm missing something, because I need to know. So with that being said, man, thank you guys again. I appreciate y'all. And until next time, be blessed, stay safe. Peace.